the tree of the cosmic manifestation. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chaksmritame Nam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitamene Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supatantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shada Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Ja Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidyantam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpati Gopesa Gopika Kanto Radha Kanta Namastute Tapte Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vasimanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mangsha Kalpataruvesya Kripa Sindhuve Bacha Patita Nama Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishta Udreshmati Jepataka Swami Nitinamine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaur Gadada Madaya Nagar Gram Tarane Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishta Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Sartudeve Gaurivani Parcharini Nirvisesh Shunyavadi Pashad Destarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Yuvaham cha girishasya vibhushvayam cha Istitya udbhava pralaya hetava atma moolam Bhitva tripadva vriddha eka uruparuruha Tasmai namo bhagavate bhuvana drumaya. So we are hearing the prayers of Brahmaji unto the Supreme Person of Godhead, and he is confirming today that, my dear Lord, your Lordship is the root of the three planet system. Three means upper, middle and lower. This tree has grown by first penetrating the material nature of the three trunks, as me, Shiva and you, the Almighty. She is confirming the three trunks of this material world are, which penetrated is Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu for creation, maintenance and dissolution. And we three have grown with many branches. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you, the tree of cosmic manifestation. These words are the self-realization. While listening in meditation, he knew that what job I have got, what I am supposed to do. And he came to know this by the Anukampa of the Krishna. So here he is saying today that me, first of all you, me is called Sarga Visharga for creation of not the material world, creation of the jivas, maintenance. And whatever I will create, Vishnu will maintain. And Lord Shiva will destroy them. Now see, creation may be easy. Destroyer is also more easy than the creation. But maintenance is very, very difficult. You see, to maintain the body and bodies, ashankyaha, nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko yo vidadhati kaman. Now, whatever Brahma creates, the duty of Vishnu to maintain them. And at an appropriate time, at a different interval, under the instruction of the Lord Shiva destroys them. Destroy their physical form, not destroying the soul or Atma, physical form. And he said, then we three have many branches, many followers. And because you are the origin, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. Govindam Adipurusham Tamham Bhajami. To that Supreme Lord who is Adi, Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. आद्यम पुराण पुरुष नवयौवनम च वेदेषु दुर्लभम अदुर्लभम आत्मभक्तो गोविंदम आदि पुरुषाम तमहम भजामि. Beautiful prayers of Brahma Samhita, if some of you could remember. And whenever you go to see the deities of Krishna and while doing the different pilgrimage, please recite this sloka. You know, once with you all, I was in Ek Chakradham and in the GT. I opened my phone, I started reading. There's so many people that came, that guard, they stop, don't take photo. I said, Prabhu, I'm not taking photo, I'm just reciting the Brahma Samhita. They say, yeah, you can do that. So they were shutting everybody's phone, but to me they allowed, because I was singing the glory of Krishna. So therefore he says, I offer my obeisances unto you. Obeisances here is a total surrender. And we say surrender means then I don't have my own desire, my own plan, my own act, my own feelings, my own comfort and discomfort, everything for Krishna. Whereas, you know, it says, very nice one it is here, Kashtaha khalu prasrayaha. Kashtaha. There is a lot of difficulties. Khalu comes. Prasraya. When you are depending upon others, when you depend on others, there is a lot of klesha. Like those working, a lot of klesha. You can't do what you want. But when it comes to Krishna, na kashta halum prasraya Krishna. When somebody has dedicated the life for the Haritoshanam, then there is no kashta, aklishta. And that's what he's trying to say. Offering obeisances means totally surrender. Karpanya doso pahat svabha. Arjuna also did the same thing. He said, okay, I understand what my dosas are there, and what his dosas were there. He couldn't decide between right and wrong, good and bad. Should I fight or not? Just got bewildered. So he said, this is my dosa. If I cannot take decision, what kind of man I may be? And therefore he says, I totally surrender unto you. And that's what it is. Now, there is a the human being generally, they get perturbed. It says one sloka, Nasti kama samam vyadhi, Nasti kama samam vyadhi, Nasti moha samam ripuhu, Nasti kopa samam bannihi, Nasti jnana samam sukham. Nasti kama samam vyadhi. The disease, the chronic disease is kama vasana. Chronic disease, kama vasana. Nasti moha samam ripu. And the moha, attachment, it is the biggest of ripu, means enemy. A ripu means enemy. What kind of enemy? That he has taken us under the siege. Nasti kopa samam bannihi. And there is no Agni worse than the Krodha is Agni. Nasti jnana samam sukham. And there is no sukha better than the jnana. Jnana agnitakta karmanam. Jnana is so important. Even the material jnana, for that matter. I tell you a nice story. Once upon a time, there were four brothers. 3 of them, they were Shastra Jnani, They knew all the Shastras. And fourth of them, he was not Shastra Jnani, but he was very intelligent, very clever. So one day, they all four thought, we have got so much of jnana. If we cannot earn the money by using our jnana, what's the point of living? So they decided to go paradesha. Why? Dhanoparjanam asti. To do the dhanaparjana, they went, but one of them said, see, we are four, but three of us are jnani, and fourth is a jnani, though he may be very clever. So we should not take him. Others said, see, right from the childhood we were all together, enjoying, playing, eating, discussing. How can we leave him? Let us take him along. We have to only share 1/3 of it, whatever we earn. So they say, okay. So while going to the Paradesha, they were going through the jungle. In the jungle, they found one Asti Panjara. Mean they found a skeleton of the bones. So they all decide, okay, now we have the Vidya. Let us see whether our Vidya works or not. So they what to do? The three of them, they say, okay, let us arrange these bones together. Other fellow says, okay, I'll put the skin and what do you call it, the full body structure. And third one says, I'll put the prana in it. When they all get it together and they put the body in shape, and the third one is about to put the prana into it, the third fellow who did not know the Shastra, he said, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. They said, why? Because I am Buddhiman. They said, what is the reason? He said, no, you know what? The Asti Panjara is of a lion. And a lion wake up from the sleep, he is going to devour some of us. So better don't put the prana into it. So sometimes we may be jnani, but you are not clever. And who is clever? Yehi Krishna Veta Saha Chaturaha. Yehi Krishna Veta. Anybody who knows the Krishna consciousness, he is Chatura. May not be jnani, may not be remembering so many slokas of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, so on and so forth. But he is jnani. And what jnana he has got? Vasudevam Sarvamiti. That much jnana required. Nothing more than required. And as soon as, like myself and all, we are getting older and older, we should only pray Krishna that I could remember him while chanting his name. Chanting, that's it. That's just more than enough. Nothing else is required. So, the jnani and an intelligent person, they are two different categories. That's how Krishna says, Naham Vayadirna tapasana jnanena chejaya sakyevam vido drishtum drishtavana simamyatha. And bhaktya chaturaha. Bhaktya tu ananya sakya aham evam vido arjuna jnatum drishtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha param tapa. Beautiful. Now let us go into the ecstasy of Srila Prabhupada in terms of his purport. The cosmic manifestation is grossly divided into three worlds: the upper, lower and middle planet system. Bhuloka, Swargaloka and Pataloka. And then it broadens into the cosmic of 14 planetary system. You all know about it. With the manifestation of the Supreme Personal Godhead as the super root, material nature, which happens to be the cause of the cosmic manifestation, is only the agency or energy of the Lord. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.10. Maya dhakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Only under the superintendence of the Supreme Lord does material nature appears to be the cause of all creation, maintenance, and dissolution. Only under the superintendence of the Supreme Lord does material nature appear to be the cause of all creation, maintenance, and dissolution. The Lord expanded himself into three: Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva, for maintenance, creation, and destruction respectively. Of the three principal agents controlling the three modes of material nature, Vishnu is almighty, even though he is within material nature for the purpose of maintenance. He is not controlled by the laws of material nature. The other two, Brahma and Shiva, although almost as greatly powerful as Vishnu, are within the control of material energy of the Supreme Lord. The conception, this time, Shastra tells us that the Brahma and Shiva, they are the post, and any living entity can be appointed. But when Krishna finds no living entity with that of intelligence and with that vigor, then he himself becomes Brahma and Lord Shiva as well. The conception of many gods controlling the many departments of the material nature is ill-conceived by the foolish pantheist. What is many gods? The body of Krishna. Now our finger, our thumb, our toenails, our eyes, our ear and teeth, they are different functions. Different functions. But they are under the control of the body, and body is owned by the self or the Paramatma. So there are different angas. We can call them small demigods. They are not many, they are one. But because of different functions, we divided them into many. But Prabhupada said it is ill-conceived. Furthermore, God is one without a second, and He is the primal cause of all causes. As there are many department heads of the governmental affair, so there are many heads of the management of the universal affair. Due to poor fund of knowledge, and this poor fund of knowledge is very polished. Actually, what Prabhupada want to say? Foolish, mudha. Does not believe in the personal management of things as they are. You know the donkey? If the donkey's back is not back breaking, he's not happy. But when his back is completely bent and he's hardly walking, he feels very happy. And what he says? Kartaham iti manyate. See, I'm the doer. Without me, how this washerman can lead the life? So, Mudha, Janmani. But in this verse, it is clearly explained that everything is personal and nothing is impersonal. If God is only impersonal and not personal, or only personal, not impersonal, it means he's lacking something, right? Sakar, Sakar and Akar. Kar is there, whether Sa or A. Sakar and Akar is already there. Furthermore, we have actual experience of such a tree when we see the shadow of the tree on the bank of the reservoir of water. The reflection of the tree on the water appears to hang down from the uprooted. I think Prabhupada read something. It is the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The trees of the creation described here is only a shadow of the reality which is Pra-Brahma. Vishnu, in the eternal potential manifestation of the Vaikuntha Loka, the actual tree exists. And the tree reflected in the material nature is only the shadow of its actual tree. The impersonalist theory that Brahman is void of all variegatedness is false, because the shadow of the tree described in Bhagavad Gita cannot exist without being the reflection of a real tree. The real tree is situated in the eternal existence of a spiritual nature, full of transcendental varieties. And Lord Vishnu is the root of that tree also. The root is the same. The Lord, both for the real tree and the false. But the false tree is only the perverted reflection of the real tree. The Lord, being the real tree, is here offered obeisances by Brahma on his own behalf and also on behalf of the Lord Shiva. So here it says that it's only Krishna, the primeval Lord, to whom yogis and jnanis, bhakta, sadhu, santa, they are trying to search for him. But because of their vasana, as we are saying, nasti kamam samam vyadhi. Everybody has the bhauroga. And bhauroga because we have been entrapped in the material world from time immemorial. That's it. Otherwise not. And what happened? We have a forgetfulness. We may hear it. We may be given in writing. But we tend to forget to enjoy our little senses, little freedom, and we forget the real goal of life, real cause of life. And then we suffer unlimitedly from one species to another, one place to another. Actually, Krishna has given many instructions, and these instructions are really in very simple slokas. Tasmat sarvesu kaleshu mam anusmarvidasha. Then manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. Or bhajatam priti bhukam tesam sataktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Or mad karma karan mad paramo mad bhakta sangavarjitaha. Nirvaira sarvabhuteshu yasa mamiti pandava. Or Mayeva manadvasta, mayi buddhim niveshya, niveshya mayeva at urdam na sansaya. And finally, man manabhav mad bhakto, madhyaji mam namaskaru. Mam eva sasi satyam te pratijani priyasime. Such a beautiful instruction. We know them. We lack only application. So let us all pray together that Krishna gives the intelligence, power, and the time to remember his instruction, to abide by them, and thus dedicate every breath that we have for the satisfaction of the Lord. With this, I come to the conclusion. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.